right, Gen Chem, today we are going to do another gizmo, and this time we are going to do a gizmo on Le Chatelier's principle and equilibrium. So here's some of the things that you need to do. The very first thing you need to do is to go to Explore Learning. So you're going to need to go to explorelearning.com and log in to your account. Okay, so you guys are going to click on this login. Log into your account. Make sure that you are into your class, whether it's the B1 class, the B3 class, or the B5 class. I'm going to really quickly just look at my B1 class because I've got all of them. Now, it should have the list of all the different labs that I have assigned you. You should have already done the pH lab. We did that in quarter 3. And the enzyme lab we just did a couple of weeks ago. This time, we are going to do the equilibrium and concentration lab. So this is the one I want you to click on, the equilibrium and concentration lab. And then you're going to launch this gizmo. So make sure that you launch it. I just wanted to show you a couple of things on this lab, how you manipulate things. The directions will be found in the canvas that I put together for you guys. So you've got a couple of different ways that you can manipulate this. We have several different reactions going back and forth. So make sure you choose the correct reaction. I think most of the stuff we're going to do is on reaction 1, but you can play around with the other reactions and see what goes on with them as well. You can use these slider bars right here to manipulate how many moles of each thing you have. So you can change the concentrations, okay? Down here, you can change the speed of the simulation. So you can make it go fast or you can make it go slower. Here is where we can get that simulation running. We play that simulation. And as we play that simulation, there are a couple things that we can do. We can watch the experiment and we can see what's going on. Notice we have some red and blue flashes that appear every once in a while when things collide. Those red and blue flashes actually tell us that reactants and products are being formed, okay? In the graph, we can see the changes of concentration of moles over time as this simulation goes, okay? We also have lots of different ways that we can graph. So this is moles versus time. So we have moles on the y-axis and time on the x-axis. We can do concentration over time. Time is x and concentration is y. And then we can do pressure over time. We can look at how the pressure has changed of the different gases. So we'll notice that the nitrogen dioxide pressure has gone way up in terms of partial pressure, and the dinitrogen tetraoxide has gone down. We can scale this so that we can see this a little bit better. Now, these are logs, and we're not going to deal with the logs because that is an AP level, so you don't really need to pay attention to those graphs. But these first 3 graphs, moles versus time, concentration versus time, and pressure versus time, will be a good thing for you to look at, okay? Now, when we want to see the concentrations, we can also look at the bars of nitrogen dioxide versus dinitrogen tetraoxide. So I ran out of time, obviously. Let me reset this. And we can get this playing again. You'll notice that the bars change as these concentrations become more and more. Okay, let's scoot this really quick. You'll notice that these partial pressures are constantly changing a little bit as we have this reaction going. You can speed up this reaction a little bit, get it going faster. You can see it on the graph. So there's lots of different things that you can manipulate here, okay? So let's move this. We can also go to moles. We can look at concentration, how that changes. And we can look at pressure and how that changes. Okay, so as we do this, we can keep resetting different amounts of things, see how that works, and keep on looking at things. So there are going to be a bunch of different scenarios that I'm going to have you look at, and you're going to be comparing the graphs of some of these things, moles versus time, concentration versus time. You're also going to be wanting to pay attention to the bar chart and these initial settings. Okay, so this is how you manipulate the things in this lab. I hope you enjoy this lab, and if you have any questions or concerns, please email me or come and see me. We'll talk to you later. Bye.